Fights as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it could.
Watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'ma wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Let's start from the House of Parliament. But before then, let's say thank you to all those who connect with us, all those who interact with us, all those who join us on social media, all those who are happy that we are here, all those who insult us, all those who abuse us. We are happy with everybody. I know from the deepest depth of my heart that the nurses are not happy with me. Yeah, they are not happy. Because I'm asking them 2 questions, they cannot answer those questions. Now they have shifted the goalpost and they are asking me if the doctors read the same portions of the Labor Access 51/2003. That is not the question. They have not been able to answer the question. The court has spoken. Will the nurses still continue to misbehave? I say the law is composite. The same law that you are demanding your rights from, the same law is saying that do not do A, B, C, D, and you are doing that. I am not against nurses activating their rights under the law. No. I'm not against nurses who are demanding for what is due them. They say, oh, he's ignorant, he's ignoramus, he's not properly, whatever it is. I've asked you 3 questions only. 3 questions. Yesterday I added 1. Hitherto, it was 2. You have not answered the question. And you say, oh, he's an ignoramus, he doesn't understand what he's saying. The court has spoken. If you are men and women, go on your strike. And then let your leaders be held to account. Your leaders that declared strike and left you and went outside, let them hold on to the strike. I insist that nurses have been pampered too much in this country. People go to the hospitals, they will tell you, they come here every day to come and tell me that they went to the hospital, bedpan. The nurses say they won't carry, bedpan. They come here every day and come and tell me things. My witnesses are here in this company. You are asking for 13th month salary. Now that you are on strike, the days that you have been off work, who has to pay for those? Have you paused to think and ask yourself those questions? You are on strike. The days that you are off work or you have been off work, have you paused to think and reflect whose money is going to pay you? Have you paused to think of it? You say, oh, he's an ignoramus, he doesn't know, he's idiot, whatever. You are essential service providers. You. Your leaders sat at the table to decide on what essential service providers are. Hey, put the thing on the screen. Your leaders sat down to agree that you are essential service providers. Your leaders sat down, they agreed. Your leaders who are leading you now, they were part of the meetings that agreed. Essential service, it says an employer carrying on or a worker engaged in an essential service shall not resort to a lockout or strike in connection with or in furtherance of any industrial dispute involving the workers in industrial service, essential service. They sat down and wrote that. Hello? Insult me, abuse me. But Your leaders sat down and wrote this before some of you became nurses. When I said that some of you as nurses have not sat down to read the Labor Act 651/2003, he said, no, me I read Basawasao. Me I read everything. Have you read it? You have not read it. You know in your heart of heart you have not read it. Even the collective agreement, the bargaining chip that you hold, you have not read it. Nurses were asking me, say, is this part of it? Are we supposed to get 100% cover? Are we supposed to get for our employers, for my employers, for me, for my husband, for 4 children? They have not read it, nurses. The messages are on my phone. You have not read it. To begin with, you have not. And then you come and you are screaming all of the you are going, nurses are being disrespected over. I disagree with you that nurses have not been treated well in this. I don't disagree with you. I'm saying that the route you have taken is wrong. Is wrong. When now Oyo Ohini Inti went to win that award there, how many have won that award? We celebrated here on Media at Media Journal. We celebrated here. We celebrated here. Some of you don't even understand why you are doing what you are doing. You are using that just like our colleague teachers who are, and I've taught before, by the way. I've taught before in 2012. I have. Just like those who use that as a launch pad to get onto, better employment. I have taught before. I still teach, by the way. Please leave the nurses. Take me to Parliament. Play the speaker's video.
The Speaker, while emphasizing the need for collaborative efforts to combat corruption and promote accountability in Ghana, hinted of a lifestyle audit legislation to curb lavish display of questionable wealth.
I am to this end receiving a lot of inputs to process legislation in lifestyle audits. We will legislate and we will stop this impunity of people flouting ill-gotten wealth in the face of poor Ghanaians. No person or one institution alone can fight corruption and crime successfully. Corruption is a monster, hydra-headed, very elusive and difficult to fight.
He also added the institution of the Vulture Awards to expose and shame corrupt individuals deemed the most perverse and morally bankrupt in public life.
We believe that honoring ethical conduct is just as important as sanctioning wrongdoing. I'm not only talking about the awards to those that have shown ethical behavior and integrity, but I'm talking about the sanctioning too. And therefore, we are including in that principle the concept of naming and shaming by adding the Vulture Award. There's no sanction worse than that. That will be your cross. We want to bestow it upon men or women considered perverse and with the lowest level of integrity in this country. And we see it on a daily basis. People exhibited with impunity on TV. This, we will identify such a person and name the person when we are doing the awards for the persons of integrity. Whether the person attends to take the cross or not, it will be hung there on the person's neck.
On his part.
Is the speaker talking about a certain person who showed gold on TV? Is he? That's beside the point. You heard him. Clear flesh and blood. Now, somebody says, oh, are nurses being treated as essential service workers? Kuzo, when COVID came, when nurses not paid essential service benefits, they were paid. Those nurses who are being dishonest at this point, were they not paid essential service benefits? They were paid. Me, I came to work during essential service. My station put a badge on me, Goyi. Who paid me what? My taxes was used to pay you. You, the nurse who are watching me. My taxes were used to pay you. What did I benefit? There were hands contact, tracing contact, all those things that Kojo Ponkroma used to say. You were paid for that. You were you not? Then you come and say that you are not being treated as essential service workers. You were treated. During COVID, you were treated. Did you not collect the money? You did. You did. You collected the money. Then somebody comes to say, Johnny Hughes is not being fair. He's misinformed. I'm not misinformed. I am saying to you that nurses have been over-pampered in this country. We travel around the world. We know what nurses do. Patients have rights. You signed on to the rights that patients have. Was this what Florence Nightingale was doing? And then you come and be accusing journalists of telling you what you have to do. When you go out there to Canada, to the US, to the UK, all those countries, don't you conform to the rules that are there? So why is it that in Ghana the patients cannot, and you say I'm hedging you against the patient? I'm not. Your mates who have left you here in Ghana and have gone out there, the benefits that they are getting and the services that they provide, is it different from you? Are you special? Are you so special? I'm asking you. I'm asking me today. I'm on with you. You can disagree with me. You can be angry with me. But I'm on with you. I'm asking you. And these are questions. Answer my questions. Your leaders who have traveled to Geneva. In Geneva. Is that how nurses behave in Geneva? Is that how nurses behave in Geneva? I'm asking you. Answer the question. You want to travel and go out to Canada and France and all those places. Is that how nurses behave there? I'm asking you. No, pause and answer my question. I'm asking you. Have you been fair to the Ghanaian people? Have you been fair to the Ghanaian people who have taken care of you, who have been very loyal to you? Have you been fair to the Ghanaian people? Have you been fair to the Ghanaian people? Listen to the pregnant woman.
And I'm information say every person say my baba
no now bedding
maybe continental
okay but I didn't know you city and
my runs are the check unfortunately bedroom one say so be in
oh mouse also and let's just say how how many months pregnant? Oh, we'll find out, man. Oh, and to say I didn't obey. Coffee. That's how we are. But we could run on the next one and catch you and show.
What I tell you is a cop with PD. I will be for so almost a good year. So I was saying,
now we have no anything.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
said I've been on Baba back.
I'm not going to be able to show you. But only so you call people on the he said, Doctor, doctor should be one.
Okay.
As you can see, almost say, almost on strike. Normally, nurses are on strike, so I'm on general. So I have to take her to another facility to see whether they can take it or not. So I don't know what will happen next. It's very painful, but as you can see, she's on oxygen now. So what should I do? I don't know what to do.
Since morning, I has saying, Yaba, you know, be a man sharing. Yet it's your son, and the son. And so I bind one baby be no on your mom, no more sharing. Yes, Roma, yes, Rabang.
Yes, Rabang, some way. If it's on a pay, but says so crock a wetna. About 10 or 11. It has to see us in us, Nibia, my sober shay. Yes, Roma, I buy boy, and
I bind a baby. But I never see phone so. Or one person or one thinking. When they were signing the find me that video. When they were signing that agreement, they themselves said that the economy was not good. And I've asked the nurses a question. I said, when they were signing that document and they said that the what do you call the economy was not good, has the economy become any better? When they were at that table, or when they went to that table, somebody took them to court. Hello? The nurses don't want to talk about that. Somebody took them to court. You can insult me, you can do whatever, I don't care. It doesn't kill. Somebody took them to court. They ended up paying 100,000 Ghana cedis as compensation in a consent judgment. Do you know what that means? Consent judgment. Do you know what that means? They went for ADR, they agreed, and they paid that money. When they finished paying that money, because they refused to bring other people to the table who were also union leaders to be part of the conversation. When they brought that, and they said, it is that same mindset that is leading you on this wrong path. Somebody has oxygen cylinder in a taxi or in a car, and the person is suffering, and you are watching. The oath that you swore, what does it say? The law that your leaders were part of in terms of drafting, what does it say? When I talk about the politicians, you are happy. When I'm talking about you, the nurse, you are not happy. Shame on you. When I talk about the politicians, you are happy. Johnny is the hero. When I talk about you, you are not happy. Shame on you. The politicians, does green blood flow through their veins? The politicians, does green blood flow through their veins? It doesn't. You, green blood, does it flow through your veins? Sorry. Does it? When I talk about the politicians, you're excited. When I talk about you, then you are angry. Then you call me names, then you insult me. It's okay. When you have issues, you don't go to your union leaders, you come to me. You, the same nurses. When you have issues, and midwives, when you have issues, you come to me. You don't go to your leaders. Why don't you go to your leaders? I'm asking you. You this morning who, in your mind, you have decided to abuse me. When you have issues, why don't you go to your leaders? Why do you come to me? And then you say, oh, he is not being fair. I say, when I talk about the politicians, you are happy. When I talk about you, you are not happy. Listen to the health minister.
And in fact, to tell you, since I came to the office, they themselves, they know the effort I have put in place to resolve other complicated issues with them. This is not the first since I came to the office. So I am committed and ever ready to think through that, even if it has to be unofficial, and I go beyond even my official duties to assist the leadership to maintain and to make sure that there's no tension at their front. This is what I'm committed in doing. Nurses should listen to the plea of the ordinary Ghanaians and listen to the plea of all of us to come back to work to save lives. Whatever it is, we can assure them that when we sit around the table, we'll find solutions to those challenges.
At the end of the day, this is your minister who is saying that come back to the table. And nurses have taken a strong stance to say, oh, we are not negotiating again. We have agreed. So we are implementing. And I said, when you were going to the table to go and have that discussion, did you bring the other unions, the 4 unions who say they are not in connection with you, did you bring them to the table? Have you paused to think and ask your leaders why they did not bring the 4 leaders to the table? If you are going to do a negotiation, and it's a family negotiation, and the people who are supposed to be part of the negotiation, you ignore them and you go and negotiate, does the negotiation hold? I'm asking you, answer the question. You didn't take them there. They took you to court. You paid them 100,000 Ghana cedis out of shame. You paid them. Why did you pay them? The same people are saying that, okay, you didn't take us to the table. Now we want to go and sit back at the table and want to relax. Put the 100,000 there. Let the nurses who don't know, who are being misled, let them know. It is a court document. I'm not the one manufacturing it. It's there. Read paragraph 7. It says, as a gesture of goodwill and good faith, GRNMA shall, in conclusive settlements of this suit, they were sued, give a sum of 100,000 Ghana cedis to PAPNG on or before the 28th of March 2020. Did you know about that? You, the nurse who today is angry, insulting Johnny. Did you know about this? Your leaders paid 100,000. The people were demanding 1 million. They paid 100,000. They paid 100,000. You are there, you are doing tobe. They paid 100,000, your leaders. They paid, they used your dues and whatever. They paid 100,000. You insult me. I don't care. I don't mind. Me, I've been insulted, I've been called names, I've been put in political clothing. I'm saying, I'm repeating myself. When I talk about the politicians, you are happy. When I talk about you, you are not happy. This is the record. Read paragraph 7. They paid 100,000. Your leaders, they paid 100,000 to the people who took them to court, the psychiatric nurses. They paid 100,000. Have you thought about it? That 100,000, do you know what it could have done for people? And I'm saying that some of you have not even read your collective agreement. The hospitals that you work at, they are supposed to provide 100% medical cover for you. They are supposed to provide for your spouse. If you're a male, your wife. If you're a female, your husband. And then they are supposed also to take care of 4 of your children. So the argument that we are not being taken care of, they don't care about us, it doesn't count. Let your leaders demand for what is owed you or what is due you. And then you are looking for 13th month salary. So the days that you are off, I'm asking, who is paying for it? The days that you are off, who is paying for it? Who? You are looking for 13th month salary. And I've asked another question. I said, when we finish paying for your licenses, you go and use it for locum. You watch me now. You go and use it for locum. The locum, would you bring us some of the money? I'm asking you. Talk. Let's hear you. You use our licenses, you say, we should, yes, I agree. Let us pay for you. But when you collect the local money, bring us some. You are not being fair to Ghanaians. We are all suffering. And then you want to be exalted beyond all of us. You can come to my inbox. Somebody, and that's actually told me that it's a game that is being played. And that's that I am older than. Said, young man, behave yourself. I said, wow. Diplomaness. Wow, what's the point? One pass. Oh, now be catch me say, young man, behave yourself. You didn't pass your wasi. Play the Vice President's video.
They were pleading with us to go and then suspend the strike and then keep engaging. They have not given us when we should keep engaging. And we are here to meet our council and present the report to them. We will do that this night. And hopefully, whatever the council advise us, that is what we will follow. Others are already enjoying it, so there can never be any justification to go inside the document and say that this part of the content, we want to renegotiate it. We are willing that let's get practical way of implementing the document. We know if some of the implementation, it will take time. Because if you take book and research allowance, because it's not going to everybody, you first of all have to generate the list of people who are qualified. And we don't expect that that will take today or tomorrow. But there are certain things that can happen today and tomorrow. Fuel allowance, it can go in.
Best in the morning.
Uniform allowance, it can go in. Rural incentive allowance, it can go in. It is not going to everybody. If you are not in the rural areas, and the system is such that when you move from the rural areas to, let me say, deprived areas to an urban center, the system should be able to detect that you are no more at where you are. And that's 20% of your basic salary that you are going to take will be taken off.
Mr. Kogo, thank you very much. He's the Vice President of the association that is on strike. He has made this point. Let me emphasize that I am not against people demanding for their conditions of service. I am for it. I am saying that at this point, your timing is wrong because you had it in 2024. That's one. Number two, when you were going to sign, you didn't take the people on. I'm not misleading the public. You didn't take the people on. You got it wrong. You didn't take the people on. The people took you to court. I read the court document. They asked you to pay as Mamines, as Papanes. Do you know that your leadership paid 100,000? Did they inform you? Did they even tell you about it? Dr. Tinkra and Perpetua, did they tell you about it? Your money has been used to pay people. Did they tell you about it? I'm asking you. You are the one insulting me and going on. Did they tell you about it? Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154